Hi, everybody. Welcome to a Quickie with Ms. B. Today is Wednesday, all day and half the night. Haha. You thought I was going to say halfway through the work week.
I never know. It's either all day and half the day, which I still can't figure out. All day and half the night. Well, what happens to the other half of the night?
Then it's Thursday.
No, at midnight it's Thursday.
Yeah, half the night.
No, that's morning. That's morning now. There's 12 hours of night from noon till midnight. So something apparently happens at 6.
Yeah.
Half the night. I'm like, what in the world? When the news comes on, what else?
Well, this week we're talking about I Did That. Kind of following along the lines of Dr. Seuss. Yeah, so far we had on a boat, in a car. Now today it's going to be in a house.
With a mouse.
Yes. Just saying.
So I guess am I gonna go first this time? Are you going first?
I'm just laughing because I'm thinking about my story, which is just ridiculous. Sorry, but it is ridiculously funny. Yep. Okay.
Do you want to go first? Would you like me to
Okay,
go
I'll tell
first?
you.
Okay. Here we go, Christine.
Oh, man. Yeah, it really was. It was awful. Okay, so this night we went out and had a couple of drinks during the evening, and my friend's brother happened to be there at the time when we were closing, because we stayed till close. We were out for the evening. And he says, I'm going to this house party afterwards. You want to come to this house with me? And so my friend goes, well, sure, we can meet you there. So she got the address, and she knew who this person was because it was one of her brother's friends, I believe. So we go to this house. I've never been to it before. And I'm thinking, after party, people are going to be drinking more beer or whatever their choice of cocktail is and whatnot, or alcohol. Yeah, no. Well, there was that. But then there was that other thing. You know, the other thing that people like to smoke that is not of tobacco?
Clove cigarettes, perhaps?
Yeah, my dad likes to refer to them as left-handed cigarettes.
Oh, the wacky.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we go into this house, and there must have been 20 people there, and all of them, with the exception of me and my friend that just walked in, were smoking this, okay? So now the whole house is filled with the smoke.
Oh. Oh.
Now, maybe
so it's kind of like, is it kind of like the Jodie Foster movie, Contact?
Yes. So my friend's like, oh, well, I don't know if you want to really stay. She says, maybe I'll just find my brother and tell him that, we'll stay for one beer and then leave. And I said, okay, that'll be fine. I can handle it. Well, I couldn't handle it. I could not handle it.
I cannot imagine you hanging out in that air for very long before spasmataz.
Okay, so I don't know how this particular choice of item affects people, shall we say, but it didn't really affect me on a positive note. So I'm standing there waiting for her to finish her beer, and I'm not drinking anything at this point because I figure, yeah, I'm done. So I'm looking at this girl sitting on this couch. It's like a big purple couch. One of those with the big cushions. You kind of, when you sit into it, you sink into it because it's just that comfy. One of those couches. Purple was the color. So I'm noticing this purple couch going, wow, that's a really weird color, purple, for a couch in the living room. And trying to keep myself amused because my friend at this point in time is gone to go get her beer, and she's very social, so I'm sure she's talking to everybody along the way of getting her beer. So I'm staring at this girl, and I'm watching her, and she's on her phone doing something or other. And all of a sudden, things start to change. My vision is going a little wacky on me.
Christine in the sky with diamonds.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't feel right. And I'm thinking, I need to get out of here. But I can't leave yet because I need to find my friend because we'll have to eventually get home. So I'm looking at this girl and I'm watching, and all of a sudden it looked like the couch was swallowing her. Oh!
Wait, I'll help you.
Now at this point in time, I'm freaking out because I'm like, this isn't real, but my eyes and my brain are telling me that this purple couch ate this girl.
The fact that you have the presence of mind, knowing you, to realize this isn't real, is rather interesting. Because I would have figured you'd have jumped in and went, "Wait, I'll help you."
So at this point in time, I'm like, I'm not going to sit on that couch. I don't want to get swallowed whole. So my friend comes back and she says, "What the heck are you staring at?" And I said, "The couch." She goes, "The one with the girl on it?" No, the couch. There's no girl. She says, "Yes, there is. She's sitting right there." No, the couch ate her.
Time for Christine to go home.
Now I know what I'm saying, and I know that this isn't logical in any sense, but again, I'm going back to what my eyes and my brain are telling me. She's like, the girl is sitting right there. No, it ate her whole. And then she's like, no, she's still there. And I go, no, I'm telling you, the couch ate her whole. And that must have been really hard because, I wonder if he's going to have acid reflux, or do you think he's going to burp, or what happens after he digests
there
her?
you
Is
go.
she gonna
That's the girl I know. 800 questions fired at in 13 seconds. She needs an answer for all of them. And wait, what? I see a squirrel. No, wait. A woodpecker. Wait, hold on. Do you like cheese? Oh, I love it. Oh, God. Yeah, I know that one.
So she's like, you need to get out of here. You need to get some air. I'm like, okay, but you need to tell somebody about the evil couch. Tell them not to sit on it because they're going to get swallowed whole.
At least it didn't chew her up. She's got a shot.
I'm standing there for the longest time waiting for her to spit out. The coach to spit her out. No. And on that note, we're going to take a break while I try to regroup here.
Get some air.
Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to A Quickie with Miss B. If you missed any of the previous episodes or the first half of this episode, please go back and check it out. Now that I got air, all is good.
I didn't notice any difference. It's all the same to me.
Oh, come on.
Talking with you is a constant purple patch. The one I got for you is really it's messed up. It's kind of it's funny as the Dickens, but it's also sad and messed up. All right, yeah. I got a buddy. We're gonna call his name David. Okay, mm-hmm. Friend of mine. We're staying in his parents. Believe it or not, this sounds crazy, but long ago this kind of stuff used to happen. They had an extra house. Uh-huh. All right, it was an older home. This is way back in the 70s, late 70s. Uh-huh. So it was an older home, but we were just kind of getting of the age, and she's like, well, before we go renovate the house so we can rent it, you kids can stay there. Because that way we would feel like we're on our own.
Yeah.
But we're kind of...
But you're not.
Yeah. Well, apparently we were there for a little while, and then we were all getting ready to head our own ways, and David, we'll say, had decided he's going to let some friends stay there instead. But these friends are bad people. They're bad.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
So none of us knew what happened, but I know later on what happened. Apparently they had a garage sale and they sold everything, like the water heater. They sold all kinds of stuff, but also had scrapped things. Because back in those days, there was big copper pipes, Christine. Big copper pipes. You didn't get a whole lot for copper back then, but the big ones weighed enough.
Yeah.
Right? And they had also taken out some of the steel piping, which is used in like sewer piping. And
no.
So
this is gonna go wrong real quick.
Yeah, apparently when I was in the middle of taking a tinkle, something had gone wrong quickly because it was an older house, so it wasn't that well sealed. You know, the big gaps between the floors and all. So I'm standing there and I'm thinking something's weird because it's not acting the way it normally acts. There's really nothing there. And I'm taking a whiz, and then all of a sudden, what are you doing? I'm like, what? Oh my! What the? And apparently, I'm peeing downstairs.
You know, I just gotta say, there's been quite a few stories about you or somebody, a bathroom and peeing.
Well, now I'm totally innocent here because I just came over to visit, and I'm taking a whiz, and apparently it's going straight through to the floor below. And it's an older house. It has that metal, like stapled on type seal. This is an 1800. These floors have like 6 inches between them. Okay, it's like lath and plaster type stuff. So this is the early 70s. So having this house be that old is not abnormal at all. But now it's got that like tin ceiling. So I'm taking a whiz, and you can hear somebody's whizzing upstairs, but it's also coming straight through. Apparently, there's no more pipes underneath this toilet, Christine. Apparently, the toilet is literally just sitting on the hole, Christine.
It was a good thing that you were only peeing.
Well, I don't think
been worse.
I don't think the other would have went through as easily.
You never know.
But I'm sitting there, and as I'm taking a wee, once enough gets in there, it goes over and starts pouring down below, right straight through the. There's nothing underneath it, Christine. There's not even bolts in the toilet. All I hear is there's yelling and stuff. Someone comes running upstairs. What are you doing? I'm like, I took a whiz. Why is it in the living room floor? I'm like, I'm like, you've never in a million years gone upstairs. If someone says, yeah, use the bathroom upstairs, have you ever in a million years thought you'd go upstairs to use the bathroom and they start screaming that you were peeing on the floor?
Only in your world.
Who in a million years would ever have that happen to them? Apparently, these guys have taken all the steel pipe out, the copper pipe out. There's not even any running water in here anymore.
Oh, my God.
They've taken everything. They put things back so you wouldn't notice it, like the sink's there, but there's no pipes.
Yeah.
Because the pipes are underneath the sink.
Underneath, yeah.
The toilet's sitting there, but it's just sitting there, Christine. So I go upstairs. Oh, here goes. Flip up the lid. Start taking a whiz. Well, it's going right straight through the hole, right down to the ceiling below and pouring out the ceiling. I'm like, no. So we start walking around the house. Well, there's no water heater, Christine. There's no copper pipes in the house at all. Then he starts going to other rooms, like bedrooms that are empty. All the furniture's gone, Christine. Everything's gone. The only thing he left intact was the kitchen and the living room. So when you walked in, everything would look normal at first. And then they were gone. They gave him the keys. They came into the living room. He said, yep, everything's been vacuumed, been cleaned, blah, blah, blah. I'm there with him. I'm the guy who's going to make sure, because the other guy's kind of big. So I'm going to make sure there's no fights or any of that stuff. So he comes in there. Living room looks fine. Looks absolutely fine. Kitchen looks normal. He says, I got to go. Hands him the keys, bolts.
Wow.
He's gone. Well, Christine, surprised. I said, well, I'm going to use the bathroom. He goes, yeah, you can check upstairs too. Make sure everything's cool. Just use the one upstairs. I go upstairs, Christine. I go to take a whiz. But apparently shortly after I'm taking a whiz, I'm peeing on the floor. Once again, like the upstairs on the cruise ship, I'm innocent. I've done no wrong. I'm just being subjected to somebody else's mishap. He starts screaming. I have no idea what's going on. He wants. I go, what are you yelling? Why are you? Oh, now we have to go in bed. Of course, when we go upstairs and look at the toilet, there's no water in the bowl.
Yeah.
There's not even any bolts, Christine, on the toilet anymore.
Oh my gosh.
You can pick up the toilet. There's not a flat. There is nothing there, Christine. So I was literally just peeing on the ceiling, the lap ceiling, and it was going. So, yeah. And then we begin to investigate further, and Christine, there's no plumbing in the house. Why? We couldn't figure out. They took everything, Christine. Everything out of this house except for the living room and the kitchen, and they left the toilet sitting over the holes, but apparently they got strapped weight for everything else. I'm like, wow. As we get to the basement, Christine, they've torn the walls out. You're going, wow.
Oh, holy cow. That's crazy.
Yep. So, I accidentally also, now some people call me a wall peer, but apparently I've peed on a ceiling too in my life. It's purely accident, but yes, apparently I have also done that. The wall was my fault. Ceiling, hey, it could have been anybody. I'm just an unlucky guy who went, I gotta go.
And on that note, we do have to go.